Hi friends, I'm Lacey, owner and head teacher at Canary. We're here in our new studio. It's looking really beautiful and we can't wait to have you here. But unfortunately you can't come right now. So we thought it would be a good idea to put together some lessons and kits so that you could do art at home. We'll be doing a super fun art project video lesson every week. Our materials are available to purchase at www.ocanary.com, or you can use the video to just source all of the materials on your own. For our first lesson, we're going to be doing a pre-cut shape collage exploration. This is the package that you'll receive if you order through us. This one's for Baxter. Hi Baxter! You'll get this over the next couple days. In this pack, there are lots of colorful and different sizes of geometric shapes. Also on your pack, you'll find 2 glue brushes for you and your brother or sister. Inside the bag, in addition to the shapes, you'll have a nice thick piece of cardstock. I think there's 6 of these in every pack, so you'll be able to do many different collages. And then a pot of glue. So let's get started. So, what is a collage? Did you know that in French, collage means to stick? So today, for our collage, we're using a background paper, many different types of shapes, and then what do we need to make it stick? Yep, you guessed it, glue. So you'll have your glue pot and your glue brush, and we'll be able to make our shapes stick. Let's see what shapes we have. What shape is this? Yeah, a circle. What color is it? Yellow? No, that's red. So we have a big circle and we have a little circle. We also have medium circles. So different colors and different sizes. What shape is this? Yep, a triangle. A triangle has 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 angles. This triangle is yellow. Let's look at it next to another triangle. Is it bigger or smaller? The yellow triangle is smaller, but are they the same type of triangle? What shape is this? A square. A square has 4 even sides. Is this square bigger or smaller? What shape is this? Is this a square? No, it's different. This is a rectangle, and the difference is that 2 of the sides are longer and 2 of the sides are shorter. It still has 4 sides. This is a smaller rectangle. As you can see, you have lots of colors and shapes to work with. Where will you begin? I want to choose this blue circle. How will I glue it? So I'm going to take my glue brush, and when you pull the glue brush out of the icky sticky glue, sometimes it's a little drippy. And if I don't want to make a big mess, then I will tap, tap, tap it on the side, and then I'm going to put my glue onto my shape, right? And that's important because another place that I could put my glue is on my background paper. But if I put my glue on my background paper, 1, I might put too much glue. And 2, if I put my glue on my background paper, then I have to stick it right there. if I put my glue on my shape, then I can move the shape around until I'm ready to decide that I want to put it here. Hold it down for 1, 2, 3. And now I have a circle stuck to my background. What shape will I choose next? Blue square. How about this big pink rectangle? Now, do I want to connect it to my circle? Do I want to put it on this side of the paper? Do I want to put it right in the middle? Whenever you're deciding where you're going to put your shapes, that's called arranging. You are arranging your composition. I think, do I want to put it on top of my circle? Whenever you put one shape on top of another shape, when you hide that shape underneath, that's called overlapping. Let's try that. Tap, tap, tap. Put my glue on my shape. You don't have to put it on the whole shape because the paper is very light and it will stick. Hold it down, and I overlapped my rectangle on top of my circle. And that changes the way the circle looks. Look at the way I've arranged my shapes. What do you think? Can you find a place where I connected the shapes? Here, 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 here. Can you find a place where I've overlapped the shapes? Here, 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 and here. What does it look like to you? I don't know what it looks like to me. I was just enjoying arranging the shapes on the paper. And if you just want to make a design today, go for it. But if you want to turn these shapes into something you know, you can do that too. For example, what happens when I put this triangle on top of this rectangle? You guessed it, we have a little house. Do you want to add a door? All right, friends, now that I've walked you through the process, it's your turn. So, what shapes will you choose first? Where will you glue them on your paper? What might you turn those shapes into today? I can't wait to see. I hope you have fun doing this project, and we'll see you next time. Grown-ups, if you're setting up these materials at home, the cardstock, just black cardstock, 8.5 by 11. For the pre-cut shapes, I use a big circle puncher, many different sizes of circle punchers, so use a couple different sizes of circle punchers if you have them, and then I like to use this fadeless paper. My favorite construction papers are from Blick and IKEA. So we have circles, we have squares, we have triangles. These can all be cut by hand. We use the paper cutter, but just a big old pair of scissors. And then just a pot of glue. I like to use glue with a glue brush because it allows the children to have a little more control over where the glue goes, and I'll show them that in the lesson. So grown-ups, this is a very simple lesson, but it's one of my favorites. When I meet a new group of kids, I love to start this way, especially with anywhere from 2 to 6-year-olds, because it gives them a very straightforward, tangible way to put together a composition, and it will tell you a lot about where they are in their development. For example, a 2-year-old is going to be very interested in the glue, the sticky nature. They might even smear it on their fingers. That's okay. If it dries and they rub it together, that's okay too. That's all part of the process. They might just pile shapes onto their paper. They might peel the shape up to see if it's sticking or not. All completely okay. It's 100% process-based. As they get a little bit older and get a little bit further into their development, they'll become more organized about their composition. And you might see things like this, where they're connecting and arranging in ways that feel intentional. At the next phase of development, when we're getting more towards representation, collage is so great because it shows them that shapes come together to make a recognizable image. Of course, a house is a triangle and a square are a rectangle, and sometimes kids will make those discoveries in the moment, and they're really exciting to witness when a kid discovers that, oh, look, the triangle on top of the rectangle, it's our house. That's super exciting for them, and it really advances their representational skills.